The following is a message from Christine Kernahan, your trustee chair. Welcome to the spring-summer issue of your Penfriend newsletter. I hope you enjoy hearing stories about life in the rail industry and that it brings back happy memories. As well as your regular features on pension news, travel updates and your wonderful stories, this issue of Penfriend includes a delicious spring recipe for you to try and tips on boosting your health and well-being. In response to member feedback, we're taking steps to reduce our environmental impact and make it easier for you to access your documents online. You can hear more details in the Moving Towards a Paperless Pension article. If you haven't already, make sure you sign up for your free online account to get access to your important pension documents at any time from anywhere. Inside this newsletter, you'll also find information on pensions dashboards, the forthcoming tool that will let you access all your pensions securely in one place online. With many services moving online, it can feel a bit overwhelming for some people. If you feel you need a little help getting to grips with technology, you can hear some tips on improving digital literacy in this issue. If you'd like to share your thoughts on this newsletter, please fill in our short survey. You'll find the details near the end of this recording. With best wishes, Christine Kernahan. The spring-summer issue of Penfriend includes articles on Moving Towards a Paperless Pension, Your Pension Increase, Pension News in Summary, Make Life Mindful and Have Some of Your Happiest Years Yet, Your Letters, Then, Now, Tomorrow, RPS 30th Anniversary, Spring Recipe, Book Corner and Photo Album, Check-in and Chat Service, Rail Staff Travel Updates, Building Digital Literacy, Scams, National Railway Programme of Events, Valuation and Sources of Support, The Competition. This issue's front cover image, supplied by Mel Thorley, features the 45527 Southport, a grand example of incredible engineering. It was steam, green and a namer, enough to set our pulses racing. It was when I went train spotting at Crewe that I got to witness it. In 1992, I met a former Edge Hill Liverpool driver, Charles Ebsworth. When I asked him if he had any particular favourites, one he mentioned was Southport. Even though a class of engines can have come from the same locomotive works, just like Monday morning and Friday afternoon motor cars, their performances differed. Mel Thorley. A step in the right direction, moving towards a paperless pension. In response to member feedback, we're taking steps to reduce our environmental impact and make it easier for you to access your documents online. What's changing? From the end of 2024, you'll be able to get some pension paperwork online only, rather than by post. If you change your address, you'll also need to tell us online. The first documents to be moved online are P60s, pension year-end letters, member newsletters like Penfriend. You may not get all of these documents, as it depends on your membership. Any documents you do get will move online only from the end of 2024, unless you opt in to print. If you opt in to print, these documents will be sent to you by post. What does it mean for me? If you have an online account, you'll get your documents online from the end of 2024, unless you tell us you want to opt in to print. If you opt in to print, you'll get your documents by post, even if you have an online account. If you don't have an online account and you don't opt in to print, you'll get your documents by post. So, if you'd prefer to get things online, you need to register for a MyRPS account if you're a member of the RPS, or a MyFund account if you're a member of the BTP FSF. What do I need to do to go paperless or keep getting documents in print? Go paperless. If you're happy to get your documents online, you don't need to tell us, but you'll need an online account to access them. If you already have an account, you'll get some documents online automatically from the end of 2024. However, you'll continue to get things in print until then. If you haven't got an account, you can sign up quickly and easily at railwayspensions.co.uk/register or btppensions.co.uk/register. Continue with print. Even if you have an online account, you can still opt in for print, but you'll need to tell us. You can fill in the form at member.railwayspensions.co.uk/knowledge-hub/news-views/paper-opt-in if you're an RPS member, or btppensions.co.uk/resources/opt-in-to-paper-communications if you're a BTP member. You can also call the helpline. You may still get communications giving you the chance to opt in throughout 2024, but you only need to tell us once. Do nothing. If you don't register for an online account and don't opt into print, your personal documents will still be sent to you by post. However, other items like newsletters will be online only from the end of 2024. It's up to you. However you choose to get your documents, print or online, it will apply for all of your periods of membership and any documents that move online in future. But you can change your mind by contacting us at any time. Where will I find my documents online? Pension year-end letters will be in the My Library section of your My RPS/My Fund account. Pension year-end letters will be in the My Library section of your My RPS or My Fund account at railwayspensions.co.uk/login or btppensions.co.uk/login. Current and historic P60s are in the View Statements and Estimates page in the My Pensions section. Newsletters can be found at railwayspensions.co.uk/newsletters and btppensions.co.uk/resources/newsletters without logging in. How do I register for an online account? Go to railwayspensions.co.uk/register or btppensions.co.uk/register. All you need is your pension reference number. You can find this on any recent letters we've sent you. National insurance number, date of birth, personal email address. Your 2024 pension increase. For the 2024-25 year, your Railways pension will increase by up to 6.7%. This will be effective from the 8th of April 2024. Your Railways pension is reviewed each year and increases according to orders published by the government. In recent years, the increases have been in line with the Consumer Prices Index (CPI) figure from the previous September. Will all retired members get the full 6.7% increase? Unless your section rules specify otherwise, you will receive the full increase, but this will also depend on when you took your benefits or became a preserved member. If you took your benefits or became a preserved member on or after the 24th of April 2023, you won't get the full amount because you've been retired or preserved for less than a year. Spouses' pensions increase in the same way. You can check the increase you'll receive using the information I'm about to outline in Table A. Date you started claiming your pension or your pension became preserved is on the 23rd of April 2023 or before. Percentage increase to Railways pension is 6.7%. Between the 24th of April and 23rd of May 2023, the increase is 6.14%. Between the 24th of May and 23rd of June 2023, the increase is 5.58%. Between the 24th of June and 23rd of July 2023, the increase is 5.03%. Between the 24th of July and 23rd of August 2023, the increase is 4.47%. Between the 24th of August and the 23rd of September 2023, the increase is 3.91%. Between the 24th of September and the 23rd of October 2023, the increase is 3.35%. Between the 24th of October and 23rd of November 2023, the increase is 2.79%. Between the 24th of November and the 23rd of December 2023, the increase is 2.23%. Between the 24th of December and the 23rd of January 2024, the increase is 1.68%. Between the 24th of January and 23rd of February 2024, the increase is 1.12%. Between the 24th of February and 23rd of March 2024, the increase is 0.56%. On or after the 24th of March 2024, the increase is 0. How will my first pension payment for 2023-24 be worked out? Depending on when your pension is paid, you may receive part of your pension at the new 4-weekly rate and part at the old rate. Table B will explain how many weeks your pension payment will be at each rate. Date of pension payment is the 12th of April 2024, 3 weeks at the old rate and 1 week at the new rate. The 19th of April 2024, 2 weeks at the old rate and 2 weeks at the new rate. 26th of April 2024, 1 week at the old rate and 3 weeks at the new rate. 3rd of May 2024, no weeks at the old rate and 4 weeks at the new rate. Where does the increase come from? If you're under age 65 on the 8th of April 2024, the date the increase becomes effective, you'll receive all of the increase from your Railways pension. If you're 65 or older on the 8th of April 2024, you may receive a lower increase from your Railways pension. This is because your pension may include some guaranteed minimum pension, also known as GMP, which may increase at a lower rate than your Railways pension. If you reached state pension age before the 6th of April 2016, the government may top up your state pension to reflect the lower level of increases provided on the GMP. However, some exceptions do apply to married women who paid reduced national insurance contributions and certain pensioners who worked or live abroad. This top-up does not apply if you reached state pension age on or after the 6th of April 2016. What is GMP? If you are a member of the Railways pension schemes between the 6th of April 1978 and the 5th of April 1997, you may have been contracted out of the State Earnings Related Pension Scheme, SERPS, which existed at that time and was later abolished. This means that if you were a member of a Railways pension scheme during this period, you paid a lower rate of national insurance contributions. In return, your Railways pension scheme had to provide you with a GMP, which was roughly the same as the pension you would have received in SERPS. How is my GMP increased? For membership up to the 5th of April 1988, the part of your pension which is GMP is not increased by your Railways pension scheme, in line with the rules of the scheme. If you reached state pension age before the 6th of April 2016, the government pays all of the increase for your pre-April 1988 GMP with your state pension. For membership after the 5th of April 1988, increases of up to 3% are paid by your Railways pension scheme on the part of your pension that is GMP. If inflation is more than 3% and you reached state pension age before the 6th of April 2016, any surplus would be paid to you by the government. Who should I contact if I have questions about GMP? If you have questions about your GMP or the increase on it, you should contact your local pension centre. You can find details at gov.uk/find-pension-centre. You should have already received details about your GMP from the Department of Work and Pensions, also known as the DWP. For more information, please visit member.railwayspensions.co.uk/retired/annual-pension-increase for RPS members. btppensions.co.uk/retired/annual-pension-increase for BTP FSF members. Last year, we sent a new and improved P60 template. The improved P60 will also be available from your online account from this year. You can access historic P60s by registering for or logging into your online account. Pension news in summary. Autumn Statement 2023. On the 12th of November 2023, Chancellor Jeremy Hunt presented the Autumn Budget. The main announcements in relation to pensions were as follows. The government has committed to maintaining the triple lock. This means that the uprating of the basic state pension, the new state pension, and pension credit standard minimum guarantee for 2024-25 will be in line with average earnings growth of 8.5%. The new full state pension will increase from £203.85 per week to £221.20 per week in 2024-25. The government confirmed that they'll bring legislation to abolish the lifetime allowance, LTA, as originally announced in the Spring Budget 2023. This will be effective from the 6th of April 2024 and will include a new maximum lump sum level of £268,275, 1/4 of the previous LTA. The government is considering whether savers should have the right to ask a new employer to pay pension contributions into an existing pot. This is similar to an approach already used in other countries such as Australia. This could possibly allow savers to have one pension pot for life. Cabinet reshuffle. As part of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's cabinet reshuffle in November 23, Paul Maynard, MP for Blackpool North and Cleveleys, has been appointed as the new Pensions Minister. He replaces Laura Trott, who was appointed as Chief Secretary to the Treasury. Laura Trott had been in the post as Pensions Minister since October 2022. Mel Stride, the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions since October 2022, has remained in his role. Spring Budget date set. HM Treasury has announced that the Spring Budget will be held on the 6th of March 2024. This could be one of the last chances for the government to announce significant changes to tax policy before the general election. However, it is possible that an election will not be called until after an early autumn statement. With the abolishment of the LTA, as outlined above, further pension measures in the Spring Budget are not expected. We'd love to hear from you. Join Platform. We're constantly searching for new ideas and ways we can help you understand your pension. Platform is our online feedback group made up of members of the Railways Pension Scheme, RPS, and the British Transport Police Force Superannuation Fund, BTP-FSF. It allows you to have your voice heard. Have your say and help shape our future. If you'd like to be part of the conversation, all you need to do is sign at railwayspensions.co.uk/platform or btppensions.co.uk/platform. To register, you'll need your full name, date of birth, pension reference number. You can find this at the top of any letters we have sent to you. We'll then send you surveys and other communications throughout the year. As a thank you for joining Platform, you'll be entered into a prize draw to win £150 worth of shopping vouchers at the end of 2024. Make life mindful and have some of your happiest years yet. Life after work can be a bit of a shock to the system, but living a more mindful life has been known to enrich experiences, improve well-being, and bring a sense of peace. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness means actively noticing and bringing your awareness to the present moment, considering what you can hear, smell, as well as how you think and feel without judgment. According to Mind, practicing mindfulness can help you feel calmer, less stressed, feel more able to respond to your thoughts and feelings, increase your self-awareness, and help you to cope with unpleasant or difficult thoughts. Research suggests that practicing mindfulness consistently helps you to boost your mood, slow down and savor your experiences, improve your focus, manage your emotions better, strengthen your relationships with others. Here are some tips on how to become more mindful. Start every day with sunlight. When you wake up, before you look at a screen or anything else, let some sunlight or daylight into the room. Or go stand outside for a few minutes. Think about how the sun feels on your skin. If it's particularly hot, you may want to wear sunscreen. Morning sunlight provides essential vitamin D that our bodies need. It helps to reduce stress, nourishes mental health, and strengthens our immune systems. Just a few minutes in the sun resets your body's sleep-wake cycle, which improves the quality of your sleep. A few words of thanks goes a long way. It's a great way to start the day in a positive mind frame. While basking in the sunlight, think about a few things you are grateful for on this particular day. If you want to, write them down. Add new things to the list every day. Set an intention for the day. Creating a daily intention is a great way to align your day-to-day life with your goals, however small or big. If you want to learn a new skill, such as playing guitar, setting an intention of improving by practicing for 20 minutes a day can help you achieve that goal and make your days feel purposeful and fulfilling. If you want to improve your fitness, setting the intention of the activity makes you feel positive about it and gain a sense of achievement when you complete your goals. Meditate. Find a quiet space free from distractions and close your eyes. Focus on your breathing for around 10 minutes, letting thoughts come and go, bringing awareness to the various parts of your body, helping your muscles to relax. Take your time. All too often we race through our days. Take your time to enjoy the things we often take for granted or don't pay much attention to. When you're eating, savor every bite of your food. When you're walking, take in all that's around you. the aromas and the birdsong. Feel the wind on your face. Be kind to yourself. It's easy for us to overlook our own needs. Give yourself some of all the love you've given to everyone else for your whole life. Nourish your body with the outdoors. Nourish your mind with audiobooks. Create endeavours and learning. Tell that noisy little self-critic upstairs that they can take a couple of weeks off. Feel proud at all of your accomplishments. Take yourself out to dinner or find a topic you've always wanted to learn about. Create healthy boundaries. In relationship terms, boundaries help you to define how you'd like to be treated and what you're comfortable with. Although not easy to establish, the benefits of setting healthy boundaries mean that both parties feel their needs are being met. Both feel safe and understood. You may spend a lot of time with a friend who's constantly on their phone, which makes you feel uncomfortable and undervalued. An example of a boundary to introduce could be to have a no phones rule while you're together. Exercise. Exercise improves your mood, increases your energy, releases endorphins, chemicals to deal with pain and stress, improves your sleep, supports bone strength, reduces risks of virtually all diseases. The list of positives are endless. What puts the spring in your step or helps you to feel present? If you'd like to share your daily practices with us or tell us how adopting some of these has helped you, please send them to penfriend@realpen.com. Your letters. Singing through the night shift. I have been meaning to write to your letters page for ages now. What made me finally put pen to paper was reading the letter from John Steele in the autumn-winter edition of 2023, especially the British Rail Maintenance Charles Street Works, aka the Cayley. You see, I worked there from 1976 to 1986 as a coach painter, until I left to immigrate to Australia, where I still reside. My three mates, Geordie, Bertie and Bankies, had a ball of a time as a team working there. The singing as we worked from end to end painting the coaches was supreme, especially our lead singer, Geordie. Working the night shift was something else altogether. We used to bring our own favourite cassettes. The night I brought in a Demi Rousseau's cassette, well, the least said about that, the better. I was sledged for years about that. The Cayley has now closed, but the memories live on. Geordie and I were die-hard Rangers fans. Bertie was a Patrick Thistle nil fan. And Bankies, as his name suggests, was a Clydesbank fan. Sadly, he passed away years ago. But he is fondly remembered. The picture of the Flying Scotsman Centenary 60103 on the autumn 2023 edition of Penfriend is fantastic, and a credit to the tradesmen of that time. 100 years on. Bobby Reid. Life on a footplate. I started my career in 1954 at Topshed, the steam sheds for King's Cross, London. This little story shows just how curiosity can get you into a pickle. I've always loved technology, and I'm now working regularly on the ubiquitous N2 steam locomotives that worked the suburban services. So, what stirred up my imagination on these locomotives? It was the fact that it was the only type of locomotive at KX that was fitted with condensers, a means of diverting exhaust steam from the chimney back to the water tanks. These, I'm told, were intended to be used between KX and Moorgate to reduce the amount of steam in the tunnels. Now to me, this seemed like a good idea, a useful method of recycling our water. Imagine my surprise to find that no driver I went with used this system. When I asked why, they simply replied, no one uses it. One day, I had a young driver, Dennis, who, when I mentioned the condensers, agreed that he'd never understood why they were never used. As we were working a commuter train out of Moorgate that evening, I suggested that we give it a try just to see how well they worked. Seemed like a good idea at the time. The route into Moorgate had a lot of tunnels, some of which were produced by the old cut-and-cover technique in Victorian times, so a quite large bore with easy gradients, and not really a problem so far as smoke and steam were concerned. Except that is, for the climb to KX Metropolitan Station, up to the main station at King's Cross. You had a 15-mile-per-hour curve at the bottom of the bank, followed by a sharp climb up a tight single-bore tunnel, which was quite steep and curved. This was known as Hotel Curve, as it ran under the Great Northern Hotel. Most men went up with a cloth over their noses and mouths because of the amount of steam and smoke that came into the cab. That's where we decided to try the condensers out. As the rush hour was always busy, with trains running between KX and Moorgate, as well as trains from the Midland region, we'd often be stopped at the approach to the tunnel to let a train clear the junction, as happened this evening. Finally, signals were cleared and we were right away to KX. We started the climb with the regulator fully open with a powerful bark from the chimney. And as we entered the tunnel, Dennis operated the condenser lever. Immediately, the sharp bark from the chimney changed to a muffled whoomph, followed by a loud bang. We suddenly found gallons of black sooty water flowing in through the roof hatch, while Dennis was doing his level best to shut the condenser lever. When we burst out of the tunnel, I looked at Dennis, who was covered in sooty water. We also found that the front two coaches were covered with wet soot. So what had happened? Well, we'd filled the tanks at Moorgate, so there was hardly any space left in the tank to take the steam that was entering it. Something had to give, and that was the tank lids, both with broken catches. The water in the tanks had then come out like two fountains and washed down soot that had probably accumulated from Victorian times. I admired Dennis's stoicism, who said, "Well, John, we now know why those old drivers never used this system. So far as I was concerned, it was never used again." Arthur Robinson. I was wondering if you would be interested to hear about my father, Arthur Robinson. He spent all his working life at the carriage works in Eastleigh. He started as an apprentice coach trimmer and had to do his national service at the start of the Second World War. He never spoke about what he did, but I have been able to get his whole army service. He was in Burma and was in special services. The only information I got from my dad about his time in the army was that he thought the Gurkhas were the bravest of the brave, and he was very glad that they were on his side. On his return to the works, he helped organise the children's Christmas parties held in the works canteen. Every year he was part of the team that organised the works float in the Eastleigh Carnival. He was very good at dressing up and entertaining the crowds. Dad had been into fitness from the age of 14, and he made sure the family were well fed and had lots of exercise. Dad, with 3 army mates, started the Boys Club in Bishopstoke, concentrating on fitness and exercise. He was also the first aider and sponge man for the local football teams. He was very popular in Eastleigh and other local places. He was a wonderful husband to Joan and a great father to my sister Linda and myself, Jean. We all miss him very much. Jean Robinson. The passing of Peter Gibbs. My dad passed away recently at the good old age of 94. His journey with British Rail began when he left school at 14 and started an apprenticeship in S&T. After a while, he took time out to do his military service in the Navy, and afterwards he went straight back to BR. He loved his time there, a place where he learned to drive, and he spoke fondly of the POW who worked on the railways. My father worked in Hull and then York in the offices as an area engineer. After retiring at 60, he was headhunted by Transmark, which led to him living in London Monday to Friday, working on the electrification of the Channel Tunnel at Waterloo, before he was transferred to Paris to carry on the project. After this, he worked in Athens and then Belfast. Then finally, he took his well-earned retirement, playing lots of golf, and as a lifelong Hull FC rugby supporter, watched and enjoyed the rugby. I remember going to the Children's Railway Christmas parties in the 1960s, held in the Railway Social Club. The mums would be busily making sandwiches, and we'd sit at tables in long rows waiting for the sandwiches, followed by fruit and jelly. We saw Father Christmas, and were given a selection box and an orange. Then we'd play lots of games, looking great in our best party frocks. The boys in their best shirts and trousers. Lovely memories. Sue, Peter Gibbs' daughter. Taxing issues. During the 2023-2024 tax year, some pensioners in Pay Group 3 of the Railways pension scheme will have received 14 pension payments instead of 13. As this additional payment is also taxable income, as with the other pension payments, it may have included a deduction for tax. Here we explain why this happens. As your Railways pension is paid on a 4-weekly cycle, you'll normally receive 13 payments during each tax year. However, this payment cycle means that around every 28 years, an extra 4-weekly payment is made. What this means for some members in Pay Group 3. Some members in Pay Group 3 will have received 14 pension payments rather than 13. Ideally, the tax deducted from the additional 14th payment will have been at basic rate or higher tax rate, depending on which the member pays. However, HMRC is aware that taking this approach can cause some issues, such as changing the tax code temporarily, dealing with queries around changes to the tax code deductions, reporting the details on P60s. To avoid this, HMRC have told pension funds that have 4 weekly paid pensions, including the Railways Pension Scheme, to continue to apply the same tax code, but on a week 4 basis, as if it was the first payment in the tax year. When this happens, the tax deduction applied is based on 1/13 of the tax-free allowance. HMRC is aware of this and knows it will potentially result in an underpayment of tax. HMRC has confirmed that Railpen has dealt with the tax calculations for the additional 14th payment correctly. It also confirmed that any underpayment of tax is a direct result of its instructions. HMRC has said that in most cases, any underpayment of tax would only equate to around 20% of the 1/13 of tax-free allowance for basic rate taxpayers, or 40 to 50% for higher rate taxpayers. How will the tax be collected? Any tax owed is usually collected through an adjustment to your tax code. However, there are circumstances in which HMRC is unable to do this, e.g., if there's another PAYE income in the month, or if the adjustment to the tax code would more than double the tax, or for it to be more than half of the salary or pension income. In this case, HMRC would send a letter setting out how to pay the tax owed. Then, now, tomorrow. 30 years of the RPS. The Railways Pension Scheme, RPS, will celebrate its 30th birthday in October 2024. We're proud to help you plan for your life after work and support you to achieve a good financial outcome in retirement, as we have done for thousands of members over the past 3 decades. We'd like to hear from you. As we look back at what's been achieved so far and think carefully about tomorrow, we'd love to hear about your pension journey with the RPS. Please share your story about how the scheme has contributed to where you are now, and your thoughts on what we can do more or less of to support you and your fellow members in the future. How to get in touch. Please email your thoughts to penfriend@railpen.com by Friday the 28th of June 2024, keeping it to no more than 500 words. We may then ask permission to share your story with other members and contacts in line with our privacy policy. You can access our privacy notice in full at member.railwayspensions.co.uk/about-us-privacy. Announcement. Eastleigh Working Men's Club reunion, Friday the 9th of August, 7 p.m. till late. Come and share happy memories with familiar faces. All rail workers, past and present, are welcome to join. Spring recipe. Rhubarb, marzipan and citrus cake. 20 minutes prep time, 5 minutes cook. Try your hand at this delicious spring rhubarb sponge with zesty orange and lemon, served warm with a generous helping of creme fraiche. Ingredients. Serves 12 to 15. 300 grams softened butter, plus a little for the tin. 400 grams thin-stemmed rhubarb cut into thick pieces. 350 grams golden castor sugar or ordinary castor. Half an orange, zested. Half a lemon, zested. 3 large eggs. 200 grams of self-raising flour. 50 grams fine polenta. 50 grams ground almonds. 1 teaspoon baking powder. 100 grams marzipan chopped into small chunks. Method. 1. Heat oven to 180 or 160 degrees Celsius. Fan gas 4. Butter and line a 20 by 30 cm bake tin with baking parchment. Toss the rhubarb in 50 grams sugar and set aside to macerate for 20 minutes. 2. Tip the butter, remaining sugar and zests into a large bowl. Beat with an electric whisk until light and fluffy. Add the eggs one at a time, mixing well between each addition. Add the flour, polenta, almonds, baking powder and a good pinch of salt, and mix until just combined. Fold through half the rhubarb, reserving the rest for the top, plus any juices and the marzipan. 3. Scrape the mixture into the tin. Smooth the surface up to the edges, and top with the remaining rhubarb. Bake for 45 to 50 minutes until risen and golden, and a skewer inserted into the centre of the cake comes out clean. If there's any wet mixture, return it to the oven for 5 minutes. cool in the tin for 10 minutes. Then serve warm with creme fraiche, or cool completely to serve the cake. Will keep in an airtight container for 3 days. Recipe taken from BBC Good Food, bbcgoodfood.com/recipes/rhubarb-marzipan-citrus-cake. Would you like to feature in Penfriend? If you have happy memories of working in the rail industry, we'd love to hear them. Please send your fond memories, letters and photos to penfriend@railpen.com. Book Corner. Little Loco's Big Day by Caroline Hardy and illustrated by John Picken. £8.99. Little Loco's Big Day, an exciting new book for children, tells the story of the opening day of the Stockton and Darlington Railway, the start of our modern railway network. Based on real events, it's an uplifting tale of the first locomotive, which ran on the 27th of September 1825. In the book, trouble brews when the wonky wagons grumble because they want to be pulled by horses, not locomotives, and Harold the horse is worried that he'll be replaced by a little loco. We caught up with the book's author, archaeologist and trustee of Friends of Stockton and Darlington Railway, Caroline Hardy. I've been researching the Stockton and Darlington Railway for years and getting to know some of the characters involved, similar to how the original engine drivers got to know the personalities of their engines. Writing an illustrated book for young children was a fun way to introduce them to their internationally important railway heritage, especially with the major events of the 200th anniversary coming up in 2025. The book includes characters based on some famous names. For example, Little Loco is Locomotion Number 1, and George the Genius and Talented Timothy are renowned engineers George Stephenson and Timothy Hackworth, who made Little Loco in Newcastle. Some characters want Loco to fail, such as the wonky wagons. They're based on the first batch of 150 wagons purchased by the S&DR, which turned out to be, well, wonky. Caroline hopes that Little Loco's Big Day will be the first in a series all about Little Loco's adventures. You can buy it and find several fun activities for children by visiting therailwaystation.shop/little-loco. You can also buy it from Amazon and all good bookshops, suitable for children up to age 7. Caroline has also written a book about the S&DR for grown-ups called The Stockton and Darlington Railway, the railway that got the world on track, which is £7.99 at sdr1825.org.uk/product/str-book. By early 2025, she hopes to have published a limited edition book on behalf of the Friends of Stockton and Darlington Railway, with poetry and informative text. Check out the Friends website, sdr1825.org.uk for updates. Prepare for pensions dashboards. Check your details. The government is working with regulators and the pension industry to create an online tool that will let you access all your pensions securely in one place. This is known as pensions dashboards. Dashboards will give you clear information about all your pension savings, including your state pension and your railways pension. It'll help reconnect you with old pension pots, including any you may have otherwise forgotten. You can find out more at pensionsdashboardsprogram.org.uk. Although the launch date of Pensions Dashboards is yet to be confirmed, it's essential that your member details are up to date by then, or they might not match with the Pensions Dashboards correctly. Dashboards will use 3 key identifiers to match our records: surname, date of birth, national insurance number. Please check your details are correct in the membership details section of your online account to make sure your dashboard is accurate when it's ready to launch. If your information is not correct, please let us know by emailing csu@railpen.com. You must include evidence of the correct information, or we will not be able to make any changes to your records. Evidence could be a scanned copy or photograph of one of the following: a marriage certificate, birth certificate, national insurance card, payslip or P60. Once launched, Pensions Dashboards will give you a more complete idea of your unclaimed pension entitlement and make it easier for you to plan for life after work. follow us on X. Twitter has rebranded and is now known as X. Please take a moment to follow us at RPS Pensions or at BTP Pension Fund. We share the latest updates and information to help you get the best from your pension. Enjoy a weekly chat with a friendly voice. When you retire and no longer work, it can sometimes be a bit isolating. The Railway Benefit Fund are now offering a check-in and chat service. A weekly phone call from a friendly volunteer who you can talk to about anything. Bill, a retired railway worker, has been having weekly calls with a volunteer for 3 months. He said, "I'm finding it really helpful. I sometimes go a long time without anyone to talk to, and it's very hard. I'm 94 and meeting new people is difficult, so a check-in and chat in my own home with a lovely lady to talk to is fantastic." If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, you can find more information about it here. railwaybenefitfund.org.uk/support-services/check-in-and-chat. Rail staff travel updates. Staff travel restrictions. Certain train operating companies have added timed restrictions to employees using their travel facilities, so please ensure you check these before you travel. There may be changes through the period of these restrictions. The latest staff travel restrictions are available at raildelivery.com/rst/where-can-go.html#restrictions. As well as restricted services, there is also information on what catering, if any, you can expect if you're travelling in first class. New ticket types with staff discount, private rate, on some LNER routes. As part of the Simpler Fares initiative, LNER introduced new ticket types and withdrew off-peak tickets on some routes from the 5th of February 2024. Anytime ticket types are still available on all routes. As an alternative to off-peak tickets, staff discounts, private rate, are available on a particular 70 minutes flex price point and an advance purchase price point. For more details on the terms and conditions of the 70-minute flex ticket types, visit nationalrail.co.uk/ticket-types/tickets/DMA. For more details on the advance purchase ticket types, visit nationalrail.co.uk/tickets-railcards-and-offers/ticket-types/advance-tickets. The terms and conditions around the staff discounted private rate 70-minute flex fare and advance purchase fare, including rules around refunds and changes, are the same as those which apply to public rate versions of these tickets. These tickets are quota controlled, subject to availability, and break of journey is not permitted. You will be able to purchase these tickets through RST online or at the ticket office with your staff travel card. Please note that these ticket types cannot be purchased on board a train. You can find the announcement on the LNER website about the public versions of these ticket types at lner.co.uk/news/lner-pilot-2-further-simplify-fares. Luton Dart. Luton Dart is a private commercial service between Luton Airport Parkway Station and Luton Airport. Currently, there are no agreements in place for accepting any rail staff travel products on Luton Dart services that allow free travel. If using a staff travel product for free travel, such as Status Pass, staff travel card with a dated box, or TOC-specific product on national rail services to Luton Airport Parkway, and you want to use the Luton Dart service to travel to Luton Airport, you must obtain a ticket at the public rate from the Luton Dart Company. You can purchase staff discounted private rate tickets to travel from national rail stations via Luton Airport Parkway to Luton Airport, which includes travel on Luton Dart. However, the pricing of that ticket only provides the staff discount private rate on the national rail leg of the journey. Rovers and Rangers in RST online. If you have a staff travel card, staff discounted private rate, Rovers and Rangers can be purchased from the RST online. These tickets offer unlimited travel within a specified time period and area. If you're not sure what rovers and rangers are, more information can be found on the National Rail website at nationalrail.co.uk/tickets-rail-cards-and-offers/ticket-types/ranger-and-rover-tickets. Only rovers and rangers that can be purchased with the staff discount private rate are available. Those with no staff discount private rate are not sold by RST online. You can purchase a rover or ranger with a start date of 7 to 14 days from the date of purchase. Rovers and rangers are printed and posted to you by first-class mail. There is no other fulfillment option available. If you purchase a rover or ranger and no longer require it, you can apply for a refund up to the start date. Travel tips in Europe. The Travel Tips in Europe has had some significant updates on the sections relating to travel in France, the Netherlands and Norway. It's worth checking out if you intend to use your FIP facilities in these countries. Learn more by visiting raildelivery.com/rsT/where-can-i-go.html #Europe. If you have any questions on where you can use your staff travel card or status pass, the website has detailed information on where you can use the cards and passes that are issued to you as a safeguarded employee, former employee. The guide is available at raildelivery.com/rsT/where-can-i-go.html #wherecanigosg. Once you open either of these web pages, you just need to press the Ctrl and F keys together and type a word in the box that you are searching for to help with your inquiry. RST Contact. You can contact RST by email via rst@raildeliverygroup.com. If you do not have internet access and need to write to us, our address is below. Please note this address did change in 2023. Address: Rail Staff Travel, P.O. Box 80612, London, EC4P 4NH. A message from the Chair of the BRSF Management Committee. Hello, I'm David Madison, Chair of the BRSF Management Committee. I'd like to bring you up to date with what's been happening with the fund. All members of the fund are now drawing pensions, receiving payments every 4 weeks. The average age of the fund members is around 84. An inflation-linked increase to pensions is made each year in April. The increase is in line with the annual increase in pensions for retired public sector workers, e.g. teachers and NHS workers. The government determines the increase each year. I'd like to confirm that the fund's assets are expected to meet all future benefit payments, including the annual inflation-linked increases. The fund is covered by a Crown guarantee. This means if more money is needed to make sure members' pensions can be paid in full, it'll be paid by the Department for Transport. The Management Committee recently changed the fund's investment strategy to reduce the chance of this needing to happen. Members may recall that in the past, the fund has been able to make special increases to pensions. E.g., a special increase of 6% was made in 2007. The Management Committee doesn't expect any such special increases to be made in the future. You'll continue to receive your pension every 4 weeks, and an inflation-linked increase will be applied each April. Building digital literacy. Digital technology has given us many benefits, but with services moving online at a rapid rate, it can feel daunting. Here's some top tips on improving your digital literacy and confidence. What is digital literacy? Digital literacy is the ability to control the physical elements of a computer, keyboard, monitor and mouse, access different programs such as internet browsers and word processors, communicate in different online spaces, e.g. in chat forums, via email and social media messaging services, recognize scams or suspicious activities, identify the reliability of source of information. Why is it important? We're largely living in a digital world. As businesses and services aim to become more sustainable, this will only increase, and it's important that no one is left behind. What are the benefits of improving digital literacy? Save time and increase efficiency. Tasks that have previously taken hours, multiple phone calls, trips to banks, or where you've required support from family and friends can be done in minutes, independently and from anywhere. Accessing information and opportunities for new learning. The internet offers countless sources of information on every topic, enabling you to easily gain new knowledge, develop skills, and find things of interest very quickly. Communication. With so many people using social media platforms to communicate regularly, it can be a great source of connecting with others, not as a replacement to face-to-face meetings, but as a way to increase your social connectivity and help you to find like-minded people. Access to more online tools. Using online tools like those in your MyRPS or MyFund account could help you manage your pension and savings. Greater independence. Being able to use word processing programs, emails, and other software can give you greater independence and confidence. Where to find support with digital literacy. Digital inclusion programs such as Age UK's Champion Programme. This aims to tackle digital exclusion by recruiting and training digital champion volunteers who support you in improving your digital skills and loan you technology if you don't have access. Find your local hub at ageuk.org.uk/hour-impact/programs/skills/digital-champions for free courses covering the basics, including Google's Applied Digital Skills course. Sign up by visiting applieddigitalskills.withgoogle.com/en-uk/learn. Udemy Inc.'s Computer Literacy 101 course. Sign up by visiting udemy.com/course/free-computer-literacy-101-course or udemy.com/course/information-literacy-online-search-strategies. The Good Things Foundation's National Digital Inclusion Network membership. This includes resources and support with devices, data connectivity, and free mobile data to help get communities connected. Digital skills, grants, and peer support for community organizations. Visit goodthingsfoundation.org/network/join for more information. See what's available in your local library. Libraries are hubs for digital inclusion. Give your local library a call and see what services they have to offer. Watch out for scams. Scammers can take your entire life savings, so it's important to always be vigilant and take steps to protect yourself. Be on alert for phishing emails or texts. Scammers are getting more sophisticated and convincing. If you get an email from a delivery company that seems real, but you haven't ordered anything, make sure you check the email address. Some phishing emails and texts promise to release your pension before age 55 or offer one-off, low-risk and high-return investments and time-limited deals. If you receive a suspicious, unsolicited email, forward it to report@phishing.gov.uk. Always check web addresses. Secure web addresses start with HTTPS and display a locked padlock. If a website appears to be false, report it to ncsc.gov.uk/phishing-scams. Never give personal information to an unsolicited contact. Scammers are often well-spoken and can be very persuasive, but always be on your guard of people asking for personal information by phone or text. Cold calling about pensions is now illegal. Be alert to credit card scams. According to security.org, 44% of credit card users reported 2 or more credit card charges that they couldn't account for in 2022. People may call you promising lower interest rates on your credit card. There's nothing another company can do to lower your interest rate that you couldn't do yourself. If you experience any suspicious behavior, make sure you report it to Action Fraud on 0300 123 2040 or Advice Direct if you're in Scotland on 0808 164 6000 to prevent the same thing happening to someone else. My pension when I die. Death might not be something you like to think about, but it's important you understand what will happen to your pension when you die, and what you can do to make sure your money goes to the right place. Your pension will stop at the end of the 4-week period in which you die. Any money that goes into your bank or building society after this period will be recovered and transferred into your spouse's pension. To learn more about this, please visit member.railwayspensions.co.uk/defined-members/my-pension/my-when-I-die. Spark your curiosity with these exciting rail events around the UK. Create lasting family memories at the National Railway Museum in York. Flying Scotsman Story Exhibition, January to Summer 2024. Don't miss the amazing opportunity to go and explore the most famous steam locomotive, the Flying Scotsman, as part of the Railway Museum's Flying Scotsman Story Exhibition. Since celebrating its 100th birthday last year, it's now being exhibited at the Railway Museum, where you can explore inside the cab and find out about its fascinating history. The Innovation Platform Exhibition, March to September 2024. The rail industry is constantly evolving through innovation and imaginative problem solving. The innovative platform will show you how the industry is marking improvements with new technologies. Find out what other exciting events and exhibitions they have on offer by visiting railwaymuseum.org.uk. Learn about the history of railway building at STEAM, Museum of the Great Western Railway in Swindon. Talk. Who built Britain's railways and did they get it right? 17th of June 2024, 7 p.m. Come and listen to University of York's Professor Colin Duval to hear about the building of the British railway system. Start of Time Comic-Con, June 2024. Big pop culture fan? Take part in Stars of Time Comic-Con in Swindon, where you'll brush elbows with celebrities and have the chance to get your hands on thousands of collectibles from throughout the ages. For information on more exhibitions and events, visit steam-museum.org.uk. Looking ahead to 2025. After major redevelopment, the head of Steam Museum in Darlington will reopen in 2025, ready for the bicentenary celebrations of the Stockton and Darlington Railway. Learn more at head-of-steam.co.uk. Are your details up to date? It's important we have your correct contact details so we can get in touch with you about your pension quickly if we need to. If you've changed your address, phone number, email address or the bank account your pension is paid into, you need to tell us straight away. It's easy to do online. Simply register for or log into your MyRPS or MyFund account and go to the My Details section. Valuations are carried out every 3 years to check on the financial status of defined benefit pension schemes. What are valuations? Defined benefit (DB) pension schemes need to have enough money or assets from contributions and investments to pay out pensions and other benefits or liabilities. The trustee appoints a scheme actuary to conduct a check on each section of the schemes at least every 3 years to assess whether this is the case. This check is known as a valuation. In the years between formal valuations, an approximate assessment of the funding position is still carried out via an annual update. Valuation is a complex process. It makes a number of assumptions about a range of future events, such as how long members will live, likely investment returns, and salary and price inflation. It also needs consultation, collaboration, and eventual agreement between the trustee, employers, and, if relevant, pensions committees. If the valuation determines that a section has more assets than liabilities, this is known as a surplus. If there is less, it's known as a deficit. Where there is a deficit, the trustee and employer need to agree what action to take to improve the position. This is known as a recovery plan. If, as a result of a deficit, they propose to increase contribution rates or change benefits, then they will consult with members and trade unions. Ultimately, the valuation process exists to protect members and ensures benefits get paid when they're due. It provides an opportunity to take stock of the financial health of individual sections and helps ensure sections continue to pay members benefits securely, affordably, and sustainably over the long term. The valuation must be completed within a statutory 15-month deadline. The latest valuation for the Railways pension scheme is underway and is calculating the fund position as at 31st of December 2022. This is aiming to be completed at the end of March 2024. The next BTP FSF valuation is at 31st of December 2024. Where to find extra support? It's not been an easy year, but you're not alone. There is some great free support available to ease the financial and mental strain of the ongoing cost of living crisis. MoneyFit. This quick and easy tool makes managing your money much easier by tailoring hints and tips to your personal circumstances. You can find the MoneyFit tool in the Planning for the Future section when you log into your online account at railwayspensions.co.uk or btppensions.co.uk. Railway Benefit Fund, RBF. The RBF is a charity that aims to improve the lives of rail employees and their families by providing them with customised support. With a family fund, a grants programme, a legal advice helpline and assistance with debt advice, it's a great source of help. Visit railwaybenefitfund.org.uk or call them on 03452 412 885. Money Helper. Money Helper offers free, impartial advice on finances and pensions for people across the UK, with helpful guides, tools and calculators. It can help you to take control of your money. Visit moneyhelper.org.uk or call them on 0800 011 3797. Government website. You'll find plenty of support available on the government website, including information on help with income, tax discounts, childcare, managing your money, disability benefits and more. Visit gov.uk/cost-of-living. Improving access to psychological therapies, IAPT. Talking therapies can bring relief through being able to speak freely in a safe space. The IAPT is a free NHS service that can help you identify unhelpful thought patterns, process difficult emotions, and understand yourself better. Visit england.nhs.uk/mental-health/adults/NHS talking-therapies to find an IAPT service near you. Samaritans. Samaritans are available 24/7, providing free support to anyone who is struggling. Call them on 116 123, or if you feel if it is less pressing, email joe@samaritans.org to get a response within 24 hours. Reach out to a service and get the support you need. Competition. Test your rail knowledge by taking part in our fun Penfriend quiz. Send your answers to penfriend@railpen.com to be in with a chance of winning £60 worth of shopping vouchers. The winning entry will be drawn at random and the competition will close at 5 p.m. on the 1st of September 2024. Good luck. 1. What was the name of the world's first full-scale working railway steam locomotive built in 1804? 2. Which is the highest railway in the world, reaching an altitude of around 5,072 metres? 3. What country was home to the first underground railway system built in 1863? 4. What railway uses the most extensive system of cog railways in the world, with 25% of its network using rack and pinion? 5. What is the name of the luxurious train ride that travels between Pretoria and Cape Town in South Africa? 6. In which country is the train street, where a speeding train passes through an extremely narrow street lined with residential houses and shops? 7. What is the name of the railway line that connects the Atlantic and Pacific coasts of the United States? 8. Which train, named after the Spanish word for arrow, was among the first high-speed trains? Contact us. Write to Customer Services Team, Railpen, PO Box 300, Darlington, DL3 6YJ. Email csu@railpen.com. Call the helpline 0800 012 1117. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you are calling from outside the UK, contact +44 1325 340 188. You will be charged at normal overseas call rates. Some telephone calls may be recorded. Help us improve Penfriend. If you found this newsletter helpful, or if you have any suggestions on how we could improve it, please complete our survey at surveymonkey.com/r /Penfriend Spring 24. You can also use your phone camera or QR code app to scan the QR code below. Competition answers. Thank you to everyone who took part in the Autumn 2023 Penfriend competition. Congratulations to Dave Fowler, who was randomly selected as the winner. The answers were 1. Darlington to Stockton. 2. The Transport Act. 3. Harry Beck. 4. The 1829 Rainhill Trials, or Liverpool to Manchester Railway. 5. Paddington, then called Bishop's Road and Farringdon Street. 6. 2000. 7. Kilmarnock and Troon Railway, also except Monkland and Kirkintilloch, as Kilmarnock and Troon Railway was the first passenger railway. 8. 100 miles per hour. We hope you enjoyed listening to this issue. Goodbye.